We're going to start off looking at the two main pathways to access your Google Classroom. Your first option is to use Google Chrome and in your address bar, typing in classroom.google.com. And when you access that, you are going to log in using your Google account. Your other option is to use your Google Classroom app, which you can download on a device, or if you are already currently on your Google account, you can look into your apps and find Google Classroom as one of those options. When you get to Google Classroom, your screen is going to look very similar to this. You'll be asked to join as a teacher or a student. Please make sure that you join as a teacher. And when you are ready to add your classroom, you are going to hit the plus sign and it will give you an information drop down. You can choose to join a class or to create a class. Make sure that you are creating a class, as you are going to be the teacher and you are going to have students join your class. When creating a class name and section, you can choose to be more specific. It would help students narrow down and be able to identify which class is with each classroom in their Google account, such as including grade, school, subject, or even your teacher name. Once you have set up your account, you will have a Google homepage that looks like this. On the page, each class will be represented with its own rectangle, and as you add on to classes, the more rectangles there will be. There is a navigation bar as well that can show you the different classes, as well as an area for all your work that your students have turned in, as well as a calendar of events that you have scheduled with your students. If you already have a Google Classroom set up, to add a class is similar to your previous page. You would hit the plus sign and you would create a class. You would type in the name, the section, subject area if you would like, and create that class. Now we're going to look at how to assign students to your class or give them the option to sign in on their own. If you go to students, if you would like, you can invite students. I think it is easier for you to use the class code and have students join your class. Just like you joined and created a class, they can join in as well. The section over here says the class code. When your students log in to Google Classroom, they will be able to join a class, and all they need is this code right here. If you have younger students, you can always reset until you find a code that is easy and kid-friendly. Once you have found that code, you may copy and paste it, making sure it's accessible for students to get to. Attached to the lesson is a template if you would like to use with your students. It gives them directions on how to access Google Classroom, and you can copy and paste your code into the template for students to use. You also have choices as far as which themes and photos, if you would like to change those to be more specific to your area or what you are comfortable with, you have those as choices as well. On this page, there is also an option for students being able to post and make comments. When you click on the drop-down, you have a couple different options. Your students can post and comment, meaning they can freely discuss amongst each other and respond to each other. Students can only comment, and teachers can post or comment. Making sure that you have a conversation with students about their digital citizenship and what that looks like here on Google Classrooms. Your assignment will be to create your own Google Classroom. We are briefly going to go back over the steps to create your own Google Classroom. Starting off by going to classroom.google.com as your first option. You are going to select a teacher and then go to plus to create a class. Once you get there, you are going to create a class name that is specific to your class and your section. You will then have access to your Google Classroom page. From here, you are going to be focusing on adding students based on the code. You may copy and paste the code into a user-friendly, accessible place for students. Good luck on creating your first Google Classroom.